Okay, this short video is on your first pivotal passage practice. These are the directions for that. So what you're trying to do is analyze a passage to demonstrate your understanding of the use of literary elements from anywhere in chapters 1 through 9, which is where we are right now with our deadline. So lots of little directions. So this video is hopefully going to help you kind of do it the right way. So read through these slides carefully. Make sure you have, in the chapter folder for this week is the pivotal passage number 1 folder. So inside of that are an electronic copy of the literary elements and a PowerPoint to explain them if you want to use that. You also should have grabbed a paper copy of that. You should have a blank copy of the analysis sheet. You also have a shortened version inside your packet. So you could have that out. The packet also has an example of one in it, which I'm going to talk you through right now, so you could look at that. You need your book. You're looking anywhere for a passage that has 2 literary examples. I'm going to say that again, one passage that has 2 literary examples. So think maybe like a page that has a simile and personification in it. Okay, so don't be jumping around too much, because you can find random ones easier, of course, but to kind of connect them in a passage makes them more significant, more pivotal, if you will. And again, you can certainly work with a partner on this if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. So this is an example that you have in your packet, but I want to just quickly talk you through it. Again, you have a 3-column kind of brainstorming planning document. In the first column are the page numbers and the quotes from the passage. So this is an example on page 44. Those quotes are examples of, and you can read them, I'm not going to read them to you, imagery. There's also personification. There's also simile, symbolism, and tone. You only have to find 2 to kind of get you started. So this just kind of speaks to the fact that Chinua Achebe uses a lot of literary elements. So this is the how column. How is he showing you those things? And then the most important higher level thinking column is, how does this style add meaning, and why is it significant? Why is this coming from a pivotal section? So what? So why does he do this? So what? So you're telling me why he uses these things. So as an example, let's go across a full example. Example from the text, where the drums were still beating, persistent and unchanging. It throbbed in the air, in the sunshine, and even in the trees. It was like the pulsation of its heart. So the imagery there are, he wants you to, an imagery is language that appeals to your senses. He wants you to hear those drums beating. He wants you to feel and hear it in the air, and also to feel that sunshine, that throbbing event of those drums. So what? So I've already started to kind of say that as I was just telling you about the imagery, but Achebe uses imagery, my best guess maybe, to emphasize the sounds one would hear and feel, the warm sun, fresh air, to help them feel like they are there. Remember, he's trying to make us, or help us see as readers, that this was a great place. It didn't need to have happened what happened. And so he's trying to kind of build a culture and a community that we appreciate. So most people would like the warm sun, fresh air, the sounds of those beating drums, trying to kind of bring us into that scene as an example. Okay? So let me know where your example is. So that's the quotes from whatever chapter there. I just had a big passage there, cutting and pasting from 6 and 7 as an example. There in the middle, you see a couple of the slides from the literary elements PowerPoint, if you look at that. But don't just say that's a simile. The simile is comparing what to what. So the element with the explanation. And then the last column, think about this, so what? It's your best understanding of why that element is used in that passage. So please practice so you are ready for it. I'd love to give you some feedback. You guys are talented, you're smart, and I look forward to reading your practice responses.